what's up, man? How you doing? No comfy stranger in paradise tonight. I don't feel like playing that tonight. Try to get better at this game. I didn't even ask him to play today. I was busy uploading videos. Really bothers me how the 4 looks like a 9 in this game. I keep thinking I have 9 lives and I only have 4. The font is a little hard to read. The game itself is really good. I love this game. One more try. How am I not dead? This is Don Maku. Don Maku means bullet hell. Bullet hell games, you have very small hitbox. The way this game works is it's called raise counter. Raising is a shmup term for when you get close to dying. That's how this game's gameplay loop works. Notice I'm really close to the bullets. That builds up this big like super laser that makes you invincible. If you try to do that in like a non-Danmaku shmup like 1942 or something, you'll get hit every time because the hitbox is generally like the whole graphic for your ship. In games like this, it's usually like one pixel in the center. But yeah, this game is really fun. I love the gameplay loop. Really satisfying to pull off. One of the best shmups I've played in a while. Very fun. Pretty much any game from Cave, they're all like that. You can do like crazy maneuvers and stuff, but it's really like the small pixel. So the small pixel in the center is the actual hitbox. It's not the entire graphic of the ship. That's how it's possible. But yeah, this game has a really fun gameplay loop. I'm playing on the harder difficulty now. I might just switch to normal. I'm a little bit rusty. So another game like this that popularized this mechanic is the Cyvariar games. Those are like the first games that like really reward you for grazing. And generally the shmups I like the most have grazing mechanics. But the gameplay loop in this is really fun. Playing on emulator right now is I'm too lazy to hook up my Switch capture card. I bought the game legally, they got their money. I don't have to play it on the Switch though. I dumped my own legal copy. This probably looks better on here anyway. Alright, we'll give this one more try on hard. Cyvariar games are really good. I recommend them. The Cyvariar Delta you can get on Steam. It's on Steam and Switch. It's a really good game. I have a physical copy of that. I've always liked the Cyvariar games. They date back to like the Dreamcast. The latest one is Delta, which came out a couple years ago. That game is really cool because you level up by grazing as well, so you do like more damage. I don't know if I have the intense focus to do this right now. Let's just play on normal. Play on normal. So I gotta unlock stuff anyway. We'll do normal. We'll do original. Probably 1cc that pretty easily. The true last boss is pretty rough though, because if you use the break mode to bullet cancel, it turns invincible. So, old school game I want to see come back. Final Fight. Final Fight, Guardian Heroes, Gunstar Heroes. Probably the main ones. The new Final Fight with like mechanics on par with Streets 4, but like still having its own identity would be like really awesome. I don't know if I trust modern Capcom to make a good beat 'em up though. Streets of Rage 4 is made by French fighting game community fans. I don't know if people know that. They're it's made by FGC people from France. Like, they made a better beat 'em up than anybody else has been able to do, so. Shinobi coming back as well. Like the more modern Shinobi, like with like Shinobi and Kunoichi. I would like that to come back as well. Yeah, grazing in shmups it's more of a recent thing. But a lot of the new shmups don't really incorporate it. A lot of it's just spamming the bullets. I think the grazing adds a lot more to it. Especially this game where you have like two like basically special moves or supers to manage. It's a lot more interesting than just kind of maneuvering the hitbox around the bullets so you don't get hit. There's like more depth to it. It's hard to find a really good shmup that has grazing, though. This is probably the best you can do. This and Cyvariar, which you can get on Switch. That game is that game got a new version a couple years ago. I recommend that game. I've played it on the channel before. I don't really want to see Zombie Revenge come back. That game's barely a beat 'em up. You mostly just shoot the whole time. It's not really deep shooting either. You kind of just push a button and everything dies. Kind of boring to play at a high level. It's still a good game, but the gun kind of takes it over, and it's not like it's deep shooting like, you know, Call of Duty or Doom Eternal or anything. It's literally just push the button, auto aim. You can't miss. It kind of gets old. There's not really any depth to it at all. None of the deaths you get from like shooting a gun in like pretty much any popular mainstream game is there. It's just here's the shotgun or the handgun, just shoot the zombies on the other side of the screen. It gets old, but it's like so much better than actually punching stuff. I think that game has aged too well because of that. The guns are just way too powerful. It's like DMC 2. It's a cool idea. It's more practical, obviously. You wouldn't reality, you wouldn't go around punching zombies, you would shoot them. But we could have balanced it better. It's not just you want to go beeline for a gun every time because it's better than everything else. I think they did have a mode where you couldn't use the guns. The game was more interesting that way. I'm not saying that because I don't like guns. I'm saying it because it's not deep shooting. It's just pushing a button. There's no aiming or any kind of tech or anything, it's just shoot. Alien vs. Predator, the second half, has that problem as well. That game just becomes a side-scrolling shooter at the end, because you can't shoot and fight at the same time. There's so many guns on the ground. That's what I don't like about that game. Ironically, the guns in that game feel really good to fire, but because the game only has three buttons, you can't like sheath the gun and like actually fight. Your moveset gets taken away. I like the first half of Alien vs. Predator, but then it kind of falls apart. As soon as you start fighting the humans, the bad guys, the military or whatever, it just falls apart. There's so many guns on the ground, you can't do anything else. Zombie Revenge doesn't have that problem, it's just the gun is so much better than everything else. Rival Schools is not coming back. The creator passed away recently. That's not coming back. I'll tell you that right now. Power Stone, I feel, is a hard sell because there's been a lot of Power Stone clones that are like better than actual Power Stone, like the My Hero Academia games. Those are like the best Power Stone clones out there. But the only reason that game does well is because it's got a popular mainstream anime attached to it. Pretty sure Capcom has noticed that. I think it wouldn't cost that much to like remake a new Power Stone, but pretty much all the Power Stone clones, there's a lot of them out right now. They're all like much better mechanically than actual Power Stone, but they just don't stick. Nobody plays them. The My Hero one's Justice game. I bought that on Switch. That game is like actually pretty legit. I actually really like it. I've never watched a single episode of that anime. It's a good game. But I feel like they don't want to make a new Power Stone. So the My Hero Academia ones are like the only ones that are even remotely successful. I haven't played Shinobi Striker, no. I was never into Naruto at all. I never watched the show. I never read the manga. I had friends that were really into it. I just didn't care for it. Dynamite Cop does balance having firearms and melee combat a lot better than Zombie Revenge does. Zombie Revenge has the same problem as DMC2, where like the range of combat is not balanced properly. Dynamite Cop has aged better in my opinion because like both are viable. Dynamite Cop is kind of weird though, because the first one was Die Hard Arcade, and then they lost the license, so they made another one with like legally distinct Bruce Willis. Die Hard Arcade was like actually licensed, but Dynamite Cop 2 and 3 were not. They wanted to make more Die Hard Arcade, but they didn't have Fox license anymore. It's kind of like it's very obvious when you go back and play it, but yeah, EFO is it's like a high school graduation simulator, that game. It has what you want, but none of it really matters in the end game. it turns into. It's like a tap target MMO in disguise. Like the properties of your moves and stuff just kind of stop mattering because everything is in hyper armor with damage phases and mechanics and stuff, like you know, like FF14 or Warcraft. I don't know, in their defense, they have added more, like, more non-hyper armored stuff to the end game and that. There's, like, more that you can do. It's better than it was, I'd say. There's less RNG to gear up as well, which was always the worst thing about DFO. Yeah, the leveling used to be legit fun and, like, challenging and rewarding to go through, but they kind of have adopted the design of, like, every other service game where they just want to rush you to endgame because that's where they make all the money. They don't make money when you're fighting, like, goblins at level 1. They make money when you're invested. You've already spent time or money on the game. To make your character stronger or buy the new clothes or something. Storage space. Nope, it's all like designed to just get you to the end game as fast as possible to the point where it takes like no skill anymore. Which is a shame. I think the leveling is the most fun part of that game. But it used to be, but now you just one-shot everything, so that's why I call it a high school graduation simulator, because the game doesn't really teach you how to play. It's like they don't really teach us how to function as an adult in American schools. High school is like just a tutorial that doesn't really teach you any core mechanics. It's kind of how DFO is. You don't really learn how to play a character by the time you're finished leveling because everything dies too fast. You don't learn how to chain things together or how your mechanics work or anything. It's just like, oh, you're at the end now. Now you need to learn how to play. Like, the leveling experience is so easy now. Closers, for what it was worth, had a more interesting leveling experience. I think that game actually did a pretty good job of teaching you how to actually play your character before you got to the end game. I really like that about that game compared to DFO. It felt like the game doesn't really teach you the things it needs to, so that's why I call it like American high school graduation simulator. It's forced out into the world with like no guidance. You're not actually taught things that matter. Like actually be an adult. Yeah, it's kind of hard to teach you how to play when everything dies in one hit. You just push one button and everything dies. Like, you can't learn how to play like that. The raids expect you to like know how to play, but you really have to go like look up a video and practice. What is Dark Tide? I don't even know what that is. I'm already not interested because you said it's a shooter. I liked Gunfire Reborn because you could just punch stuff. That game was fun. The problem with that game is the third boss sucks. It's like not fun to fight at all. Kind of made me not want to play that game anymore. I liked that game, because that game was like... That game was like a first-person shooter for people who don't like first-person shooters. A lot of cool playstyles and stuff. But I hated the third boss. That's why I stopped playing that game. Wild Hearts, I need to see more on that game. I don't get hyped for game trailers anymore. I don't. It's not because I'm losing interest. I'm still playing video games for several hours a day. It's just that the way that they market games now, it just doesn't vibe with me. I just want to see somebody who doesn't suck at the game play unedited for like 10 minutes. They haven't done that with that game yet. Too many cuts, jump cuts and stuff. I don't know if I'm really on board with it. I really dislike how games are marketed now. They make it too much like movie trailers. It works for movies. I do not feel it works well for video games. At least not the kinds of games I like. That aren't really story-focused or gameplay-focused. I used to fall for that stuff when I was younger. I don't fall for it anymore. I need to see the actual game. Well, GG's, that was a 1cc on the second difficulty. A little rough there at the end, but that was pretty good. I don't know, if Zombie Revenge came back, they would just have to balance the melee. That's it. But yeah, that game has DMC2 syndrome. There's just like not much of a reason to actually go up and fight stuff. The guns are too powerful, and like I said, it's not even deep shooting like even normie stuff like Call of Duty. it's just push the button. It's interesting how Dynamite Cop is made by the same people, and that game really balanced having like martial arts, close combat, and guns like way better. Pretty much the only skill involved with the shooting guns and Zombie Revenge is just the timing to get the headshot. It's like no, it's completely devoid of death otherwise, and they give you so much ammo. Alright, well I don't feel like doing another one of those tonight. Let's play something else. Wild Hearts I need to see more on. I don't know, I see a trailer for something I'm interested in. I'm like, this looks cool, but I want to see the actual game unedited. You know? I want to see like somebody just sitting down and playing it that has at least had a couple hours or like a day of practice before pushing the record button. That's what really sells me on games. I've been sold on games from like channels with like no mic. They have like no mic, no cam. They're just like playing the game well, and I've bought games because of that. The heavily edited trailers and stuff just don't do it for me. I need to see the actual game. Unfortunately, how things are now, that's how they market video games now, and I'm just not on board with it. They showed a little bit of Wild Hearts, but not enough. My problem is that they just jump cut away from uh, like the gameplay and stuff, so you can't even really get a grasp of the mechanics. It's kind of like Western action movies where like the people can't actually fight, so they jump cut like every second. They cut like every punch or kick or dodge. It's like in actuality they can't film a fight scene for shit. They use editing to make it look like they can. That's kind of how it is with me with how they market games now. And like it looks nice, it looks professional, but for the stuff that I'm interested in, generally doesn't have like much of a story focus. I just want to see somebody play it unedited. I don't need anything more than that. I don't even. When is Wild Hearts even coming out? Let me look that up. I haven't even been keeping an eye on it. It comes out in February. Yeah, they've shown like barely anything of that game. It's out in less than a month. It's weird when a game comes out like in like less than a month and they've barely shown you any actual gameplay. It's always a red flag to me. Like either they're hiding something or they don't have like anything to really show. I hope it's faster than Monster Hunter. Monster Hunter's too slow and stiff for me. I had fun with that game for a while, but it just it was too slow. I liked God Eater better. But yeah, for a game that's due out in like 2.5 weeks, there's like barely anything on it. They put out like one trailer. Their website's like barren too. I'm on their website right now. They haven't updated their website in like almost 2 months. Yeah, my roommates used to play Left 4 Dead when I was younger. Why? They love that game. They would play that game for hours. I thought it looked really frustrating and annoying to play. It's a cool concept though, like an FPS, but like with like roguelike elements. It's a really cool idea. Yeah, they were obsessed with that game. They would play that game until like 2 in the morning. Good times. I would just watch. I wasn't interested, obviously, but yeah, they would play the shit out of that game. What the hell is Dark Tide? I don't even know what that is. Oh, Warhammer 40,000. I don't know, man. It's got mostly negative reviews, and it's a first-person shooter, so I'm already not interested. They have to post an apology to their players. That doesn't instill me with a lot of confidence. I don't know, man. I'm on their page right now, and they have the classic corporation apology, like a big JPEG with a wall of text about how they're sorry. Yeah, I'm not spending $40 on that. Classic. We put the game out too soon to for fiscal year shit or whatever, and they don't. The game's not actually finished. Story as old as time.
KOF 15. registration. Select member. Put all your skills to the test and show us a battle worthy of legends. Select stage. Nothing will stop this show!
Get to me, though. There's been a lot of those like co-op FPS games that have kind of floundered. There's Darktide. There's also the what's the Aliens one? It's like Fireteam Elite or something. That game had some traction for a while, but fell off really fast. When are they gonna stop making focusing on team-based games? They make a lot of money if they actually work and they don't like fuck up the release, but it's such a huge risk. It's like when everybody was making battle royales, like none of them really got anywhere. It's pretty much just Fortnite, Warzone, Apex, and to a much lesser extent, the Rocket Blade Point. All the other ones came and went real fast. The Rocket Blade Point barely counts because that game was only popular in Asia. It's a real pain to find matches when you don't live there, you don't play on their servers. Wanted Dead Same thing as Wild Hearts. I need to see unedited gameplay. If it's mostly using the gun, then hard pass. Apparently the pistol is like, use it for like quick shots in that game. And I guess you like chain stuff off it or something. I was reading a little bit about it. But I don't know, if it's just running around with a gun, I'm not interested, because there's like a million games with like that. I want actual melee combat. I don't want to run around with a gun. There's like a million games like that. Well, yeah, they barely shown anything of that game either. Doesn't that come out next month? I haven't really been following. I watched a little bit on it. It's alright. Just don't know if they're going to be able to balance actually the melee and the guns, because I already mentioned like Zombie Revenge and DMC2 failed to do that. They tried, but they tried to, but ultimately did not succeed.
An exciting bout from round 1. Round 2. Ready? Go! Not looking good for player 2. Round 3. Ready? Go!
But yeah, that game has better marketing than Wild Hearts for sure, but still, like, they haven't shown much, so I'm not like super interested in it. Why it's so hard for them to just like, hey, here's some person playing for 10 minutes unedited, and it's not like somebody who's never held a controller before. That's what gets me to buy games. The whole movie trailer marketing just pisses me off.
Player 2 won't give up that easy. Now or never. Ready? Go! KO! Is this fight already over? Reach for the top. Ready? Go! This competitor is too strong. Can anyone stop them? Winner! 貴様の弱さ、甘さ、すべてが目障りだ。
Glad they put Gato back in the game. He hasn't been in anything since KOF 11. He's not in. I don't remember if he was in 14 actually, was he? I'm sure he wasn't. I never really played 14 much because of the shit net code.
Assemble. Round 1. Ready? Go! はいはいはいはいはい。セリア。ドリア。こっち。セリア。こっち。セリア。ほら。ほら。セリア。And player 1 clinches the first round. Round 2. Ready? Go! Player 1 takes another round. Round 3. Ready? Go! Go for broke. They absolutely thrashed their opponent in that match. Select order. Your next challenger is Team Fatal Fury. The Satan, round 1. Ready? Go! Player 2 won't give up that easy. Reach for the top. Ready? Go! Watch it! Player 1 wins 2 rounds in a row. Burn to fight. Ready? Go!
shaken.
空肌受けてみろ If you want to know how to win, this is the person to ask. Winner! Select order.
集中しろ俺
This is gonna be a must-watch battle! Don't you dare blink! Tongue's final disciple is here to dish out justice. Catch hands with the phantom that resides within. Shunrei.
怪我する前に逃げてくれよ
Round 1. Ready? Go! Booyah! 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 Hi! 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 Booyah!
やっと見ろ砕けろ
Booyah!
と見ろ
Booyah!
砕けろ貫け貫け飛びすぎだろまだ飛びすぎだろ飛びすぎだろ
An exciting bout from round 1. Round 2. Ready? Go! Booyah!
進撃 ボディが甘いぜなんかいい進撃
KO! Both point characters are knocked out.
They actually call them point characters. That's pretty cool.
Ready? Go!
Used to that only being a fighting game player term. What have you done? Shingo putting up a fight.
KO! This is match point for player 1. Round 4. Ready? Go! Down they go! What a great fight! Mad respect to the winner! Select order.
集中しろ俺
The stars of the show are all here! Time for the final showdown! Tongue's final disciple is here to dish out justice. Catch hands with the phantom that resides within. Shunrei.
怪我する前に逃げてくれよ
Round 1. Ready? Go! An exciting bout from round one. Burn to fight. Ready? Player one wastes no time evening the score. Now or never. Ready? Player two needs a miracle. Stand your ground. Ready?
This is the lamest character they've added. This tired kid. Lamest character. What were they thinking? The stupidest character. Kid with a pillow. Great. I like Shun'ei. I think Mei Ten-kun is like the worst character they've made since like Bao. This is some kid with a pillow, just perpetually exhausted. He's been isekai'd from a FromSoft game. He's always tired.
Select order.
That Souls game isekai. He's tired all the time.
Is attacking us. It's like verse.
That should be his official backstory.
Round one. Ready? Go! All eyes are on the winner of that fierce fight! Select order. The goddess of truth, Otoma Raga, stands in the way! Round one. Ready? Go! an early lead. Round 2. Ready, go! Is this fight already over? Final round. Ready, go!
Stop blocking! What the fuck does the boss come back? Lame. Dead already. Can respawn.
Round 1. Ready, go!
Let me do something! Cheat, bitch.
Player 1 won't give up that easy. Burn to fight. Ready, go!
Come on, stop zoning. Gonus, just run away. Coward. Lame as boss. Gonna run away and
Ready,
zone projectiles.
What a stellar fight! These two know how to rumble! Winner! わかる。てめえが消えりゃ何もかもが片